Why was the earth shaking? Why was the earth spilling its beams? Why did Allah instruct it to speak about everything? Why were people spread into different groups to show their deeds? For what purpose? Or to what end? This is the point of the matter at the end of this surah. فَمَنْ يَعْمَلْ مِثْقَالَ ذَرَّةٍ خَيْرًا يَرَهُ وَمَنْ يَعْمَلْ مِثْقَالَ ذَرَّةٍ شَرًّا يَرَهُ. The first thing we're going to look at is the word the fa, then illustrating that this cross. Then whoever may have done an atom's worth of good, that's the if part. If they did an atom's worth of good, then yarahu, he'll get to see it. And if somebody did an atom's worth of bad, then yarahu, they'll get to do. So ya'mal. Amal again means to do something consciously, to do something with intent, with commitment. It's not something you did haphazardly or not knowingly. You knowingly did something. This is amal. So this is, a ta'ammudan. It's with purpose. Whoever may have done something on purpose, whose weight is that of a dharra. Now dharra in Arabic, you could probably call it the smallest thing imaginable. The definition of dharra would be the smallest thing imaginable. In the experience of the Arabs, what's the smallest thing they saw? They saw the ant lay an egg. That's the smallest thing they could see. And that's what they used to call dharra. The egg laid by an ant, that was called dharra. But the idea from that is not that it's the size of that, but it's basically the smallest, most minuscule thing, which for us, we say things like worth an atom or a speck, right? That. And of course, the smaller something is, the more weightless it is. It doesn't have any weight. So now, mentioning that and saying its weight, mentioning weight next to it, something you never associate weight with. You assume actually that it's weightless. فَمَنْ يَعْمَلْ مِثْقَالَ ذَرَّةٍ خَيْرًا. Something that they may have done that is so small in terms of good. Khayr here could be two things. An-Nuhas, a grammarian, said, mansub ala al-bayan aw badal min mithqal. Two things. It's either, actually the first, they're both really the same thing. He's saying the word khayran is a substitute of mithqala dharratin. It means whoever does a good will see it. And that good may be equal to just that little tiny speck. Even if it's that little, he will get to see every speck's worth of deed. He will see it, he will see what it's worth, and he will understand why it's worth what it's worth. He will understand it too. So it's one thing to see something and not understand it. But when you see something and fully understand what you're looking at, that is ru'ya. That's what's going to happen on that day. There's not going to be any confusion. And this is actually very important to understand in our times. A lot of times when you go to a court, or you're dealing with lawyers and a judge and things like that, a lot of times if you're in trial or in a court, the language of the judge, the language of the lawyer is something so complicated you don't understand what's going on. It's very important for someone who's on trial to understand clearly what is happening. And a lot of times people end up incriminating themselves or leave with the idea, man, I don't even know why I'm in jail. I don't even understand what was so wrong about what I did. They don't understand. And so Allah Azza wa Jal, by using the word yarahu, actually clarifies that no one will be in confusion or have the question left, I don't know why I ended up in hell. I didn't think I was that bad. They'll actually know very, very clearly, very, very clearly exactly what Allah is not talking about what will be punished and what will be rewarded. He is talking about what will be what? Seen. What will be seen. There's a difference between those two things. When it comes to being punished and rewarded, that's different. What you did, you will see. And you will see every last detail. Even the things Allah forgave. You'll see what He forgave. You see, I did this messed up thing over here, and yeah, He forgave it. I officially got a check mark on that one too. You'll see it. And we'll see to so much detail that we find in the Quran, مَا لِهَذَا الْكِتَابِ لَا يُغَادِرُ صَغِيرَةً وَلَا كَبِيرَةً إِلَّا أَحْصَاهَا. What's wrong with this book? It doesn't leave out anything small or anything big, except it captured everything. So it implies that we will see every last detail. So this will make us appreciate the mercy and forgiveness of Allah even more. If Allah forgives something, and you don't even remember you did it wrong. Like when you don't remember you did something wrong and somebody says, I forgive you for that thing you did. You say, what did I do? No thanks, I don't need your forgiveness. I didn't do anything to begin with. You understand? But if you're first told this was your crime, This is what you had done. And by the way, I'm letting this one slide, this one slide, this one slide, this one slide. And this is one little tiny good deed you did. I'm multiplying this one by 700, this one by 7,000, this one by 100,000, etc., etc., etc. Now you will appreciate Allah's forgiveness and you will appreciate Allah's mercy. Then on our bad deeds, we need